your go-to source for the latest updates, reviews, and deep dives into the world of two wheels. In today's video, we're exploring the all-new 2025 Honda CRF300L, a bike that continues to define the lightweight dual sport category with its balanced design, rugged reliability, and surprising versatility. Honda hasn't tried to reinvent the wheel here, but what they have done is refine, polish, and update a machine that's already proven itself on trails, backroads, and city streets around the world. Let's dig into the 2025 CRF300L, what's new, what's improved, and whether it should be your next lightweight adventure machine. A proven formula, now sharper than ever. The CRF300L has always walked a fine line between trail capability and everyday usability. In 2025, Honda sticks to that winning formula but introduces incremental upgrades that make a real-world difference. The chassis remains light and nimble, the engine is still a low-maintenance workhorse, but both get small tweaks that enhance the ride experience. While other manufacturers are chasing high-tech gimmicks or pushing prices upward, Honda focuses on refining rider experience, reliability, and real-world performance, traits that make the CRF300L a favorite among commuters, beginner off-roaders, and even long-distance travelers. Engine and performance, still a punchy performer. Under the seat, the 2025 CRF300L retains the 286 cubic centimeters liquid-cooled, single-cylinder, four-stroke engine introduced in 2021, but with improved fuel mapping and a slightly revised air intake system. These changes result in smoother throttle response, especially in the low and mid-range, where most dual-sport riders live. Power figures remain close to 27 horsepower and 19. 6 pound-foot of torque, but the delivery is more refined, making it easier to ride in technical off-road conditions and more responsive in urban stop-and-go traffic. Honda also claims a slight bump in fuel efficiency, bringing the average close to 80 miles per gallon, depending on your riding style. If you're looking for a bike that's forgiving for beginners, but still engaging for experienced riders, this engine is exactly that, unintimidating, but far from boring. Suspension and handling, a trail-ready update. One of the standout improvements for 2025 is the updated suspension tuning. Honda has kept the 43mm Showa inverted front fork and ProLink rear shock, but revised the internal damping for better small bump compliance and a slightly firmer feel on landings. The result? More confidence in rough terrain, better tracking over rocks and ruts, and less brake dive under hard stopping. Suspension travel remains the same, 10.2 inches front and rear, which is ample for serious trail work while still being manageable for shorter riders. The bike continues to roll on 21-inch front and 18-inch rear wheels, ideal for off-road performance and tire options. Ground clearance is a healthy 11.2 inches, giving you enough room to clear logs, rocks, and ruts with ease. Ergonomics and comfort, more rider-friendly than ever. Honda has made small but meaningful changes to rider comfort. The seat is now slightly wider and more supportive, reducing fatigue over long rides. While it's still not plush, it is a dual sport. After all, the new foam density is a welcome improvement for those who use the bike for longer commutes or light ADV touring. Seat height remains tall at 34.7 inches, but the bike's narrow profile and light weight make it approachable for most riders. The handlebars have been raised just slightly for a more natural standing position off-road, and switchgear is now backlit for better visibility during night riding. Honda has also improved vibration damping in the bars and foot pegs, making highway riding a bit more bearable, a key win for dual-sport riders who need to connect trails via pavement. Electronics and features, keeping it simple with a touch of tech. While the CRF300L remains a minimalist machine, the 2025 model introduces a new digital dash with improved visibility and additional features like a gear position indicator, fuel range estimator, and average miles per gallon readout. The bike still lacks rider modes, traction control, or ride-by-wire, but that's entirely intentional. Honda has chosen to keep the CRF300L analog in spirit, focusing on reliability and simplicity over bells and whistles. For many riders, especially those venturing far from civilization, that's a feature, not a drawback. Honda does, however, continue to offer ABS as standard, with the option to disable rear ABS via a convenient handlebar switch, something off-road riders will definitely appreciate. Versatility. A true do-it-all machine. The CRF300L shines in its versatility. Need a lightweight trail bike? Check. Want a commuter that can tackle potholes and rough roads? Check. Planning a cross-country trip on the Trans-America Trail? Believe it or not, check. With a curb weight of just 309 pounds, the CRF300L is one of the lightest street-legal dual sports on the market. That makes it easy to load onto trailers, toss around tight trails, or recover from a tip-over. Combine that with excellent fuel economy, rugged construction, and a low-maintenance engine, and you've got a bike that's as good in the garage as it is on the trail. Price and competition. In 2025, the Honda CRF300L is priced at around $5,749 with the ABS model coming in slightly higher. That positions it competitively against bikes like the Yamaha XT250, Kawasaki KLX300, and even budget-friendly offerings like the Royal Enfield Himalayan. Compared to the KLX300, the CRF is slightly lighter, more beginner-friendly, and has Honda's stellar reliability reputation behind it. It may not offer the aggressive off-road edge of something like a KTM 350 EXCF, but for riders looking for a do-everything machine at a realistic price point, the CRF300L is hard to beat. Final thoughts: who is this bike for? The 2025 CRF300L is not trying to be the flashiest or fastest dual sport on the market, but it doesn't need to be. It's designed for riders who want dependability, versatility, and ease of ownership in a world where motorcycles are becoming increasingly complex and expensive. Whether you're a first-time trail rider, a city commuter, or a minimalist adventurer, this bike offers serious value in a package that's as approachable as it is capable. It's not just a good beginner bike, it's a bike that many riders will keep for years, long after they've outgrown other beginner machines. And in that sense, the CRF300L earns its place not just in your garage, but on the trail, the highway, and anywhere adventure calls. Outro: stay updated with Bike Updater Pro. Thanks for tuning into Bike Updater Pro. If you found this deep dive into the 2025 Honda CRF300L helpful, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update on the newest bikes hitting the market. Got questions, thoughts, or your own experiences with the CRF300L? Drop them in the comments, we'd love to hear from you. Until next time, ride safe, stay adventurous, and keep your wheels dirty.